Hey, shalom, shalom. This is Brother Yahawah from the Diligent Soldiers Camp out here in Boston. And first and foremost, before I get started, I want to thank Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi for putting the spirit on me to push the button. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS, Great Millstone, who teach and rule well, who taught me this truth. Salutation, brothers and sisters that are out there listening, learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. And hope and pray that this lesson be edifying to the elect. You know, so as the scriptures say, you know, the spirit of the Lord is the spirit of prophecy. Man. A lot of prophecies are popping off the pages, man, as we speak, man. You know, there's a lot of things going on. You know, Matthew the 24th chapter is coming to mind. When the disciples asked Yahawashi, what shall be the sign of his coming? And he mentioned earthquakes in diverse places, famines, pestilences, uproars of the people. We're seeing all of that in real time. As we speak, all of these different things are happening, man. There was just a huge earthquake. I believe it was Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, they're everywhere, though. But the last one I remember hearing about, I believe it was Mexico. You know, you have the uproars of the people. You know, you have everything going on in Iran. You know, them, you know, protesting and everything over there. Here in Babylon, right? In particular, against the ICE baby. You know, protests against them after they killed that lady. I forget her name. Something good. You know, that ICE agent deleted her. You know, so there's protests all over the country. You know, uproars of the people. You know, different pestilences, different talks of famines. You know, we're here, man. You know, talks of the MO to the TV. You know, that's going on. Judgments going out. You know, many great miseries are coming forth. You know, to a city near you, man. And it's only gonna get worse, man. You know, the love of many shall wax cold. You know, see plenty of videos all day, every day, news clips. You know, fathers deleting their sons, deleting the child's mother. You know, suicide rates. I seen a brother from North Carolina. I think he said 21,000 people have deleted themselves already this year, and it's only day 11, right? So the people are miserable, the people are feeling it, and the hammer of the earth, Babylon the Great, aka America, just keeps doing shit that's making it worse for the Babylonian citizens, man. And the Caesar that's in charge right now, DJ Trump, his pride has gone through the roof, man. You know, and the scriptures say pride goes before destruction, man. And this man doesn't give a fuck, man. He is the perfect devil to bring this bitch down, man. Because he's just doing everything. I was just telling my wife earlier, there was a, I forget who it was, Slovakia asked originally, but he basically was like, oh, you know, we should go capture the one in Russia too, or something to that degree, like they did to Maduro. And he was speaking about Putin, Vladimir Putin. wanted to, that would be done, you know? And that's the pride of these devils, man. As the scriptures say, his look was more stout than his fellow, right? That's talking about America, man. These Americans look down on these other Edomite European nations, man. They think that they're the shit, man. They think that they're untouchable, that no other country is better than them, blah, 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 all this shit. These fucking proud-ass Edomites here are the proudest Edomites in the planet, you know? And they mimic the same scripture I read it the other day when it speaks about, you know, Revelation, I believe 18. She saith in her heart that she shall see, be no widow, she shall see no sorrow. Right? That's the sentiment of these Babylonians, man. Especially these Edomite Babylonians, man. The Lord said He's coming to a place where people dwelleth without care, man. These niggas ain't worried about shit. All they worried about is getting their croissant, their fucking latte. Where is the next yoga fucking class? Bullshit. All they worried about is bullshit. Football. You gonna watch the game tonight? Who's playing? You know? Folly, man. As the scriptures say, folly is set in great dignity, man. These people ain't worried about shit. And that's why it's gonna come upon them suddenly. Because they're not looking. And I'm talking to you Jakes, man. These Edomites, to hell with them. These heathens, to hell with them, man. But you Jakes that are sitting there and, you know, in the spirit of folly and ain't nothing gonna happen to me and the Lord delayeth his coming. That type of spirit, it's gonna lead to your ruin, man. You're supposed to be seeking the Lord 10 times more. The scriptures say, seek him while he may be found. Right? That's what the scriptures say. If you have someone of power that can save you from all these calamities and you hear about them, why wouldn't you, any right person, any person in the right mind would seek them early and say, oh man, so the same power that is bringing all this hell on the earth is the same power that will be able to deliver me from that same said hell? Well, what is his name? What is his son's name? What can I do to get in his good graces that I may receive mercy in this time of calamity? Right? Isn't that a logical way of thinking? You know? But these people, a lot of these people, they trust in Egypt because their chariots are many, as the scriptures say. Because they can see physically, you know, what they have and all that, their military might and you know, the money, the infrastructure that they set up, SNAP and you know, housing, you know, Section 8, all that, you know, bullshit. You know, just because that's what they can see and they've been dealing with, you know, they trust in Egypt, man. You know, but that's going to be to their own detriment because Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi are the ones that control riches and poverty. You know, all things come from Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man. So if you're going to be rich in this world, guess what? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi did it. If you're going to be poor in this world, guess what? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi did it. If you're going to be a fucking thief, guess what? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi did it. If you're going to be a man of the Lord, guess what? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi did it. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom and knowledge. That's what the scriptures say. So to understand how Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi think, you have to fear first. If you don't fear, then you know you're not going to receive the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Lord. This is why King Solomon was counted as the wisest, because he sought after the wisdom of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, so he could rule the people, the Israelites. But if you're not doing that, right? If you're going after the wisdom of this world, right? The Lord said the wisdom of this world is foolishness to him. You know, you got, this thing going straight or turning. All right, it's not as valuable to have wisdom in this world that is going to collapse. Like we use the analogy with the Titanic, you know, from time to time at camp. To have wisdom, knowledge of how the Titanic, you know, was built, you know, the size of it, how many cubic feet, and, you know, the size of the ballroom, the size of the chandelier, the size of the beds, how many bedrooms there are, the boiler room, all that shit was vanity, man. The number of people that played in the band, the type of songs that they played, all that shit was vanity. Why? Because that shit's at the bottom of the fucking ocean right now. Who gives a fuck about no goddamn Titanic? You know what I'm saying? And soon it's gonna be the same about Babylon, aka America. Ain't gonna be good. Nobody gives a shit about Egypt. Ain't nobody worried about Egypt. Only time they go to Egypt is see the pyramids, man. Ain't nobody worried about going to fucking Egypt, man. Everybody wants to come to the new Egypt, right? Spiritual Sodom and Egypt, which is America, man. And even that, as we speak, is waning, man. People are not wanting to come over here because they see that this place is a dump, man. It's a cesspool. You know, they've been sitting there saying that the shit is fucking dope and all that shit, but the shit is trash, man. And the people are starting to see it, right? They're starting to see it, and even the ones that have been the merchants that have been selling, you know, it's not going as well for them because the people in Babylon are struggling, man. So they can't buy as much. So it's all leading to a complete collapse of Babylon and Esau's world as we know it, man. And as he knows it, really, you know. And all praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi for that, man. These devils are going the fuck down, man. They're through. Suicides at 20,000, 21,000. 11 days in. 11 days in. And they haven't even it's not even halfway through the month, man. And all this is transpiring, man. This place is through, man. More and more jobs are being taken. You know, going to AI and shit like that. These robots and shit. This place is done, man. It cannot stand. It's divided. It's divided on every side. And as Yahawashi said, a kingdom divided against itself cannot stand, man. If Satan cast out Satan, how shall his kingdom stand? Roughly paraphrasing, man. I mean, hey, man, everything is through in this bitch. It is absolutely through, and we're just watching it further unravel as each day goes by. And you have these random ass Babylonians trying to hold on, trying to, you know, believe that somehow Babylon will be healed. The scriptures say in Jeremiah that she is not healed, forsake her. you know, forsake her. You know, this place is not going to be healed, man. It's destined for ruin, right? Because it was established on violence. And as the scriptures say, thus with violence shall it be thrown down. You know, and everything that DJ Nero Trump is, you know, with his ICE and all that bullshit, and giving them immunity, and they're over here, you know, covering up, you know, for this Edomite woman with 3 children, you know, saying that ICE agent, which was an Edomite man, is justified and all this shit, and he's not gonna be persecuted and all that shit. Man, that says all you need to know. And this place is through, man. These Edomites are absolutely through, man. This place is on its last leg. And it's just a matter of time for a major event really just sets this shit on complete fire, man. You know? But yeah, that's pretty much it, Salaki, for a little bit of a rant. You know, I just wanted to speak on these things, just get, you know, speak about some of the current news. Lord's will, you know, we could bring it out and more in depth, you know, at camp. But I hope and pray this lesson was edifying to the elect. I want to thank Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi once again for putting the spirit on me to push the button. And I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me this truth. Salutation, brothers and sisters that are out there listening, learning, fighting this good fight of faith. Keep fighting, keep striving, keep pushing. We're almost out of this bitch. And salutation to my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom, abab abal, and kwam yasharala. Hey, shalom. To the next one.